Welcome to the Now. I'm Ashley Jenkins.
I'm Turney.
Welcome to the land of overthinking everything, or, as some would call it, the internet.
This week, Star Wars fans took speculation to the Outer Rim and back thanks to some off-the-cuff comments from none other than himself, Mr. Luke Skywalker, also known as Mr. Mark Hamill.
And to give fans all this proper context, just so you know, we're going to have some really full-on Episode VII spoilers in here for the 10 of you who have not seen it because you're waiting for some George Lucas like remaster with extra special CGI and Han shooting first, whatever. But you know what? It's fair game at this point, so we're going to do it.
You should have seen it. Ready, everyone? Guess what? Han Solo died.
Yeah, everybody knows. And now fans are worried that Luke Skywalker is going to be next.
The disturbance in the Force started earlier this week when Mark Hamill rolled up to a charity event in London benefiting the homeless.
While on stage, Hamill reportedly told the audience, "I finished Episode VIII and then I'm out of work." Wow, that's a worryingly final way to word that.
Yeah, the internet, of course, being what it is, everyone immediately wigged out, wondering if this means that Hamill won't be returning for final movie number 9, of course. People were going nuts that Hamill had spoiled Luke Skywalker's fate, which he would, of course, never do. That Disney, of course, had killed another beloved character. You could probably imagine all the reasons people were upset.
Yeah, Hamill quickly clarified his comments on Twitter, saying, "I meant out of work because Episode VIII is wrapping soon, okay? Hashtag don't overthink everything. Hashtag parsing Hamill. Hashtag wait for 8. Hashtag."
Hashtag. But it's too late once the conspiracy theorist cat was out of the bag, or out of the box, if it's ever there. It was a little bit hard to get it all back in. People are now arguing that whole, of course that's what he'd say, because they told him to say it.
Which, I mean, is kind of a fair point. It's not like he'd come out and confirm it if it was a slip of the tongue.
But more likely than not, the whole thing is just a joke on Hamill's part that everyone blew up over. It's not like he hasn't toyed with his audience before.
And back in 2010, he definitively said that Arkham City would be the last time he'd be voicing the Joker ever, prompting many to speculate similarly that his character, the villain in this case, wouldn't make it out of the game alive.
And we all know that wasn't his last appearance as the Joker anyway. He's since returned in Arkham Knight and will also be reprising the character for the animated R-rated Batman film, The Killing Joke.
Yeah, so he has messed with fans' hearts just a little bit in the past.
Yes.
He's got a record.
Well, all the back and forth between the internet and Hamill is, of course, pretty silly because why not? We do everything we can to doubt jokes nowadays. The fear isn't completely unfounded here, especially when you consider that another former castmate from the original trilogy is hanging out at the bottom of Starkiller Base with a lightsaber-shaped hole right through his heart.
It's like just you can, if you like look all the way through.
Yeah, he gets stabbed lower because the script does say that, but it's like figuratively
in his heart. Look, The Force Awakens has received a fair share of criticism, right or wrong, from fans for copying just maybe a little bit too much of A New Hope. The filmmakers have disagreed with that criticism for the most part, but they've also acknowledged at least that A New Hope did serve as a backbone for the story.
You want the prequels? Then you shut the fuck up and it gets to be a little bit like A New Hope.
This is an HD remake.
It felt like Star Wars, so that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, so look, in the New Hope structure, Han Solo is basically taking the place of Obi-Wan in the story. The beats are all the same. He's killed in almost the exact same way as a stand-in from the original trilogy. So I get it.
Yeah, naturally the comparisons people are now making between the original trilogy figure and Luke Skywalker's current role in the story is of course none other than the great green Jedi Master, Yoda. Rey goes to find him on a remote planet where he's in hiding in order to learn more about the Force. They took a photo where he's riding on her back.
Yeah, and because of that, many fans don't expect Luke to make it to the end of the new trilogy. You know, seeing as how Yoda didn't make it either.
We're just ruining everyone's Star Wars days today. If you hadn't seen it, screw you.
Yeah, sorry.
Like we said, they took that photo. It was really funny, so he's totes Yoda. Confirmed.
Yeah, that was also trolling on the Twitters.
Yes.
From the tried and true hero's journey standpoint, it would probably make sense for Rey to ultimately face Snoke and Kylo Ren on her own without the help of Luke. Yeah. There's probably no believable way here for Luke to sit on the sidelines for that confrontation unless he's like just a little bit dead.
Maybe he gets like a Wampa again, that Wampa attack. Car accident. Although Yoda sat it out for really no reason at all, of course, when Luke went to face Vader, so yeah, whatever. You can't beat him, it's cool. I'll just hang out over here while you chop your hand.
You didn't need 2 hands. But who knows, maybe Luke will make it to the end of the trilogy after all. It would be satisfying for us from a narrative standpoint for Luke to play a part in either the defeat or redemption of Kylo Ren, considering Kylo's betrayal and the destruction of all that Luke built between the events of Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. It's like, you know, redemption for Luke as well as Kylo.
Leave it to like
vengeance, something.
leave it to a smarmy teenager to ruin everything someone spent their life building.
Teenagers.
Yes. Or maybe like 20-somethings. I don't know. He acts like a fucking teenager.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Of course, Mace Windu might come back from the dead and defeat everybody. Why not? Samuel L. Jackson has been fishing for a role in the new trilogy extra hard lately. So, come on. His Jedi could still be alive, guys.
Well, he insists it is. He also says that George Lucas agrees, and we all know he's got a lot to do with the new movies.
That's where you
Right?
want to hitch your train to. Either way, fans are certainly getting a bit twitchy about the fate of their favorite characters after Disney and Lucasfilm pulled in the first movie, which is why they're jumping at any kind of comment like this right now.
Yeah, and that's forgetting that thanks to the Force ghosting, Luke Skywalker would probably still be able to turn in Episode 9 anyway, and if they are copying the beats from the old movies, he would. So all this, just a little bit premature.
On the one hand, it is fun to laugh at them and all these theories and everybody freaking out. But on the other, it's hard to blame people considering we really haven't seen anything yet from Episode 8, and seeing as how it's delayed to the end of next year, we're gonna be waiting a while to get those answers to all those questions.
Yeah, fortunately, we may be right on the verge of getting some new information or footage. Lucasfilm confirmed through a new episode of their Star Wars show, which Blaine and Bernie are both on, by the way, that Episode 8 director Rian Johnson will be attending a fan event in London in just a few weeks.
He'll be on a panel that apparently gives a glimpse of what the future of the Star Wars galaxy holds. So, everyone, keep your lightsabers crossed, but don't actually do that because that would be very dangerous. Maybe we'll get a look at Luke Skywalker, or maybe it'll be Mace Windu. You know, you never know.
Goes Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of all the fan speculation that Mark Hamill is caused this week? Let us know in the comments. Oh, and weigh in. Is it speculation? Is it spoiler?
For the future Star Wars speculation, the future of Star Wars speculation, and also the future Star Wars speculation, like to this video and subscribe to the know. Of course I couldn't not screw it up. Yay!
We did it! Oh my god, I'm so tired. Okay.
You can wait, I could do that every fucking day, but I couldn't say like this video and subscribe to the know.